identifying solutions to a one-step linear inequality. All right, so for this topic, it's new for this week because now we're dealing with an inequality sign instead of an equal sign. So an inequality sign, instead of it saying that this side, so the left side equals the right side, what we're saying is that the left side is greater than or less than the right side. So there's an inequality there. It's not equal to it. It's either greater than or less than. Now, sometimes when we do have like something like this, an equal sign underneath it, that does mean that it can still be equal to the sides. But we can also have it true if it meets the inequality as well. So let's go ahead and look at this. So we'll look at the first one here. And we've done this a few times where we're plugging numbers in. So I'm going to write it out like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to plug in what they gave us for y. So this first one. Of y, I'm going to write 34. And then I just do the math here. So I have 34 minus 6. And 34 minus 6 is, let's see, we get 8. So then we say 8 is greater than or equal to 7. Well, that's true. 8 is greater than 7. So we click yes. And then we just go through and do this a few times. So I'm going to write a couple of these out here. So we have negative 26 is greater than 7. And I'm just leaving off the front part there because what I want to do is go over here and I'm going to circle in the same color that I plan to work it out in. So that's why I'm waiting to fill that in. So I was just filling out the negative 26 is greater than or equal to 7 and leaving the y blank. All right, so now I have 29 minus 6, which I get 3, is greater than or equal to 7. Well, that's not true. 3 is not greater than 7, so we click no. All right, let's go with pink for this next one. Why not? 36. So now we're going to say 36 minus 26, which is 10, and that's greater than or equal to 7. Well, that's true. So we just say yes. All right, and then let's go with a orange for our bottom one here. So we have 33. And now we have 33 minus 26, which is, let's see, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, is greater than or equal to 7. That's true. 7's not greater than 7, but it says greater than or equal to. That's what the line underneath means. So it's either greater than or equal to. So 7 is equal to itself, so I would check yes again. So if we scroll down here, this is exactly what they did. They plugged each one in, and then they used true and false instead of crossing it off, but it's the same idea, and they just check yes, no, yes, yes. All right, so we're going to go ahead and clear, and we're going to start this topic here. Okay, so I'm going to go through, and I think I'm going to change this so that I have, so it's 18 is less than or equal to 2, and I'm going to write this a few times here because I have to plug it in 4 times. So this one isn't actually like when we did the equal. When you have an equal sign, there's only one answer. But with this one, there can be multiple answers. Anything that meets the inequality will work. So as long as, in this case, as long as whatever we're multiplying by 2 gets us a number that's less than 18, because 18 has to be greater than or equal to it, then it'll still work. So this one's a little bit trickier. We have to go through and test it a little bit more. We have to test each one. So I'm going to plug in 12 for my first one. So it's 2 times 12. So I get 18 is greater than or equal to 2 times 12, which is 24. Well, that's not true. 18 is not greater than 24. So we're going to check no. All right, let's go with blue for our next one here. So we have 8. So we have 18 is greater than or equal to 2 times 8. So 18 is greater than or equal to 2 times 8. We get 16. Well, that's true. 18 is greater than 16. So yes. All right. Next one. So we are going to plug in 10 here. And so we have 18 is greater than or equal to 2 times 10 is 20. So 18 is greater than or equal to 20. Well, that's not true. 18 is not greater than 20. All right. And our last one here, I'm going to plug in 6. And so we get 18 is greater than or equal to 2 times 6 is 12. So 18 is greater than 12. So we have a yes. So we just have to go back and check. No, yes, no, yes, and check it. All right, next one. So I'm going to go through the same way. I'm just going to start creating my equation here for each one. So I'm going to write it 4 times, but I'm leaving off the y. I'm not putting the y part on there because that's the part I like to put in color so that it's really easy to see what it is. So the first one I'm going to plug in is 12. Sorry, it said y, the x part in this case. The last one was y. All right, so I plugged in 12 here, so I have 54 is less than 43 plus 12. So let's see, we get 5 and 5 when I add these together. So 54 is less than 55. That is true. So we're going to click yes. All right, next one. And I accidentally picked purple on the last one, so we'll go ahead and use purple. All right. So we have 54 is less than or equal to 50. So 54 is bigger than 50, so it's not less than 50. So we would check no, because that's not true. All right, we have 15. So we get 54 is less than, let's add these together, so we get 8 and 5, so 58. 54 is less than 58, so we have a yes. All right, let's do this kind of blue, green, whoops. Don't know why it shot way over there. All right, so we'll have 11. And let's go ahead and work this last one out. We have 54 is less than, let's add these, we get 54. So 54 is less than 54. That is not true. So in order for this to be true, we'd have to have an equal sign underneath it. There is no equal sign. So remember, a number is not less than itself. So 54 is not less than 54. So we would check no on that one. So just be careful on that one, because unless you have the equal sign, it doesn't work. All right, one more. So let's clear this. And let's go ahead and write out our equations. So this time we are using y again. So I'm going to leave y off, and I'll plug that back in a moment. All right, so here are my 4 templates all ready to go. So my first y is 50. So I'm going to have 50 minus 39. And let's see, we get 11. 11 is less than 9. Well, that's not true. 11 is bigger than 9, so we're going to check no. All right, let's go with kind of a weird green. I haven't used that one. So 52. All right, so we have 52 minus 39, and we get, let's see, we get 13 is less than 9. Well, again, that's not true. 13 is bigger than 9. So let's go with 46. And so 46 minus 39, we get 7 is less than 9. Well, that's true. 7 is less than 9, so we're going to say yes. And let's do one more here. So we have 54 minus 39. So 54 minus 39, we're going to get 15 is less than 9. Well, that's not true again. 15 is greater than 9, not less than 9. So in this one, we have a lot of no's. And one thing that I do want to bring up, can you get no on every single one? Yep. Can you get yes on every single one? Yes. So this one, and then sometimes that feels a little bit like a trick, like something's wrong when you get the same answer over and over again as far as yes and no. As long as you're doing your math correctly, it's perfectly fine to get that type of answer if you get all yeses and all no's. All right, we finished another one. Yay.